Hey everybody, it's Coach Ed. I just wanted to show you a quick video on how to make a highlight reel in Huddle. So I wanted to show you just what you get when you log in. So you should be taken to this main page right here, and you're going to go ahead and hit video. And from the video, I want to explain a couple things. So first of all, the games from last year, 2018, have been tagged by player and by play. The games from the previous year are up here, but they were not tagged by player and by play because that was not a possibility at that time. If you happen to recall a certain game where you made a great play, you can probably find that play pretty easily. However, if you don't, you're just going to have to watch the film and kind of pick and choose your highlight reel, your highlights from there. So in any case, I'm going to go ahead and pick the St. Andrews game because this is the most recent game from last year. So I'm going to hit play. And I'm going to pause the audio on the film so it doesn't interfere with my audio. So first of all, I want to show you that there's two tabs. There's the tags up here, and there's your clips. You're going to go to your clips and make sure that it's empty. If you haven't done this before, it should be empty. But I had some loaded in there, so I want to make sure that we emptied it out the bin. So we did that. So we're going to go back to tags, and then I'm going to hit the player. So I'm going to go ahead and choose Caitlin. And then you can see that her plays for this game have been filtered out. So she made 17 plays. We're going to add the clips. And if I go back to the Your Clips tab, all the clips are loaded here. Now, the thing is, it takes everything into account. So any kind of shot, turnover, ground ball. But here's the thing. Turnovers aren't necessarily bad because there can be caused turnovers or turnovers that you made by coughing up the ball. So bottom line here is I already pre-watched this one, and this turnover is a positive one. So I'm going to go ahead and select it. So shot, turnover, ground ball. That shot was a goal. So that's fine. Just for the sake of time, I'm going to stop there. I want you to understand you got to hit send to highlights and then choose your name. And then you're going to exit that film. So you would repeat the process for all the games that you wanted to observe and try to get the clips out of. So at that point, we're going to go to the highlights tab. And then from this page, we have to select team. And then we're going to go to your name. And then we're going to hit create highlight. And then now I'm going to discard. And so I'm going to show you how we do this from scratch. So bottom line here is we're going to go ahead and add footage because right now the reel is completely empty. So you can see the length of the film is 0 seconds. We haven't loaded a thing in here yet. So we're going to add content by hitting the little plus icon. And then we can add video, music, slides, or photo. I'm going to choose video. I'm going to filter it by last year's games. And then I'm going to go to St. Andrews because that's the most recent one. I'm going to select the top 3 because those are the ones that I just selected. So I'm going to add the clips to my reel, and you can see, maybe you can barely see, but they are loaded in my reel. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going to edit these clips. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So we're going to hit the little pen icon. And right now, so that's, I don't want to start with the ring around her. So I'm going to hit the little graphic icon, and I'm going to delete that because right now that doesn't make sense. So I'm going to delete that, and we're going to start from scratch. So we're going to hit delete it by hitting the little trash can. It's gone. I'm going to go back to the scissors icon. We're going to trim that play. So that play actually, if you're watching, a good place to start is around there. So let me go back and pause it. That's a good spot right there. So I'm going to highlight her because for a coach, I want to make sure that she is highlighted and the coaches know where to look. So I'm going to hit the play. In fact, I'm not going to hit play. Sorry, I'm going to drag that little graphic over. And you gotta be patient because you have to pick the right spot for, there you go. So that's a good spot right there. We can make that little graphic bigger or smaller by dragging. So that's fine. We can change the icon itself by clicking any of these. I kind of like that fire thing. And we're going to hit done. In fact, yeah, we'll hit done for now. Pause it. Sorry. And then I'm going to go back and I'm going to trim it because I don't want any waste of time. So let it run. So that's actually a good point. In fact, we'll maybe do a second later. So I'm going to drag this over. So that should be a good stop right there. So we'll see right now. All right, so that's a good point. So I'm going to stop there. And so I showed you the trimming tool, the graphics tool, and the last thing I want to show you is the actual text tool. So you could insert text on various parts of the screen. So the bottom left-hand corner, bottom right-hand corner, top left-hand corner, whatever shows you a better view of the play is fine. So I'm going to not even enter any text right there. Hit done. Bam. Okay. So we're going to do that obviously for every clip in our reel. Okay. And then you can also insert, music. You can play the different kind of music, see whatever you like best. And then we're going to go ahead. And so once we, chose our music, a good thing to add would be either a photo or a slide with some of your good statistics, not necessarily game statistics, but maybe, your interests or career path, career plans. Maybe your GPA would be good to add as well. So things, about you. So once you hit enter all that stuff, you can hit publish. And the nice thing about this, I have to insert a name. So I'm just going to call it Kate. And then it'll prompt me later on to do a theme. So I'll just show you can select from various themes. But just for sake of time, we'll choose that one. All right, so we're going to hit publish. The nice thing about this is after you publish it, you can share it with whoever, but you can go back and add to it or edit it as you see fit. So I'm going to X out of there. And I'm going to show you that right now the video we just made is rendering. Okay, so it's not ready yet. This one that I made previously has quite a few views, but we can go back and edit it as she makes more plays that we want to share. So just have fun with it and good luck. And if you have any questions, just ask. All right, see you. Bye.